They've been living together now for a full year. Hey guys, welcome back to another video. In case you're new here, my name is Kim. This is Career Union. Today I want to share an inspirational story from one of my clients. We just met and she shared with me now the progress that she's having with her mirror soul. They're now living together and they're planning to buy a home together. They've been living together now for a full year. When she came to me, she was in separation for 8 months, maybe a little over 8 months, with crickets, radio silence, and she persisted in trust. I gave her the inner work. Her mirror soul came back to her. They compared notes. He basically told her while she was doing the inner work, she learned that he was talking about her to his mom. Now I want to share with you what she recently shared with me, because this inspirational story touches on so many things that I teach you guys, that circumstances don't matter, that everything is malleable and changeable. It even involves a custody case. It's so, I know that it's going to help a lot of you. And before I share the story, I have to say that after I met with this client to give you this update, another one of my clients, which I will be filming tomorrow, just told me that after 5 years, you guys oftentimes you guys want to hear about things after 5 years, she's been working with me on the package and she just got the marriage proposal from her mirror soul. And I'll be coming on with that story tomorrow. Before I do get into this, if you love me, please do like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. Helps my channel grow, and I really do love and appreciate you guys for the support. And if you want me to be your coach to help you manifest your specific person back, regardless of what's going on, send a short description directly to my email, kim@coreunion.com. Go to the website, coreunion.com, book whatever you want to book. My scheduling assistant, Olga, will get back to you as soon as possible. Okay, so in this story, she is now living with her mirror soul and he has a son. We're going to call his son Noah for the sake of the story. And we're going to say that they live in Connecticut and that the mother of the child wanted to take the son and move to Baltimore. The mother is a toxic, manipulative person. So now there's a court situation. Valentine's Day, this past Valentine's Day, my client said that her mirror soul had his mother, watch Noah so they could go and have a beautiful romantic time together. Amidst a legal problem that has been brewing with Noah's mother wanting to make it so my client's mirror soul and her aren't able to even see Noah. They had a court date coming up, and my client was literally staying up late nights, putting together evidence and information in binders to speak their case to the judge, why they should actually have custody of Noah and why Noah isn't safe with the mother having sole custody. They're tired. They have the first court date. The judge seemed to not even listen to anything my client and the mirror soul had to say. The whole time, they allowed the mother to talk almost the entire time. They didn't even get a chance to communicate and verbalize their side with any of the evidence. So it was very frustrating. There is a little bit of something there around not being seen and heard, which will come up later in this story. Fast forward now, she's pretty bummed out, and now it's her birthday, and she doesn't even really want to celebrate because she feels sad, because she is in her mirror soul's corner. They're a team. They worked hard and this thing happened. She was still persisting that everything worked out in her favor, but because of the 3D, she wasn't feeling like celebrating. Despite all of that, when she woke up the next morning, and despite the mirror soul obviously being the father of Noah and being probably feeling, pretty sad himself, she woke up, the room was full of balloons. Her mirror soul planned an entire day out at the spa together. It was just such a romantic, beautiful, planned, very deliberately planned day, showing how thoughtful and considerate and affectionate and loving he is now with her. He even planned for them to get a cast of their hands holding hands together, which was such a beautiful symbol of just how close and deep their relationship is. She even said that they were talking about what their official anniversary date was. And it was very important to him that they counted their anniversary date even earlier on the timeline than she was saying it was, to the day when he came back to her, which I thought was so touching and so sweet of him. So now she had that great day, and now they had to go back to court again. They go to court, and this time it seems like things might be shifting, visibly from what they can see into their favor. But again, I think the judge had struck down the mother of Noah being able to move all the way to Baltimore or something like that. So now they were excited, but then boom, there's another twist. The judge says, but I'm not making my final ruling yet. I'll see you guys again. So it was either like 3 or 4 times that they had to go back in front of the court and the judge. But here's what happened. My client ended up, despite, again, feeling a little bit in her feelings about it, she ended up sitting down and she wrote a letter to the judge, not begging, not pleading, but thanking the judge. Thank you for, and I'm not sure if this is word for word, but thank you for giving us custody of Noah. Thank you for seeing the truth. Thank you for whatever. Now, this is the beautiful bridge of incidents that happened. Despite the delays, the first time not being seen or heard, the second time him seeming to kind of be in their favor, but then also delaying it to another hearing. She writes the letter, and now they're in front of the judge again. There may have been another delay, but the miraculous thing that ended up happening, the bridge of incidents, while they were waiting for the next hearing, again, either the third or fourth time, because of recent political events happening in the US where a lot of people, there were mass layoffs and people needing to work back in an office and not be able to work from home anymore. Noah's mother had a job where she was always working from home and works overnight. Suddenly, this thing happened politically, and immediately my client and her mirror soul filed for an emergency hearing because who is going to be able to take care of Noah if the mother is not even going to be home overnight? They got 100%, they got the sole custody of Noah. So now Noah is living with them because she has such a solid and deep foundation that she built of them truly and deeply loving each other while they were apart for that 8 months. Because there's pressure now, she's under pressure being a new mom and everything. Her and her mirror soul got into a pretty bad argument, and it was very painful because she was just trying to express herself. She was just expressing herself. And she said she just felt like he wasn't hearing her. And he was angry and accusing her of gaslighting him, which then just further made it hurt her even more because she was like, I'm not gaslighting you. I'm not backtracking on anything. I'm just trying to explain myself, but you're not hearing me. And then he was just upset because, again, he's feeling like she's backtracking and she's being dishonest, that she's lying. So now she's feeling hurt on all levels, that I'm not being seen, I'm not being heard, and I'm kind of being accused. So now I feel like I can't even express myself and I have to walk on eggshells. So she was very hurt. So she was crying and she went in the other room. Now, again, I just want to repeat this. While they were apart for the 8 months, she wasn't focusing on the 3D. She wasn't focusing on fear. Does he feel the same? She wasn't worried in those, she had moments, of course, but she persisted and she gave herself love and she didn't make it about her person. She recognized this has nothing to do with him. We're safe, we're secure. And she gave herself the love she needed. And then she made sure that she saw that her and him love each other. They're solid, they're secure. So that was the foundation. Because of that, now she went in the other room crying, and her mirror soul went in the room, held her while she was crying, apologized, and this was so sweet. It makes me feel like kind of sentimental in a way. He hugged her and he basically said, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I grew up with people who were very dishonest. So growing up, I always felt like I was being lied to. I know that I can trust you. He said something like, I know I need to be softer with you. I need to be gentle with you. I need to not be so so harsh or something like that. So he was being very tender and very loving and very protective and considerate of her feelings. And then that allowed her to be able to feel safe and secure and to be loved. What it brought up for her was growing up, there was a thing around, even though she was an only child, and yes, there was a lot of love, but there was also a lot of things around not being seen, not being heard, and not being understood. So her feelings weren't validated often when she was growing up by her parents. So that was what was getting triggered in her. And then it was working and conflicting perfectly with the stuff with him. But again, she had a deep foundation. When it came up, he was able to be there for her and apologize. And again, I loved it when he said, I know that I need to be more soft and gentle with you. I need to not be so like harsh with you. I'm sorry. She's now just working on when she feels the fear around this and just giving herself the love, telling herself she's always seen, she's always heard, it's safe to communicate, and that he's considerate of her feelings and that he loves her. And I also gave her a couple affirmations around we always communicate with so much love with each other, even when we go through challenges. So even if we're triggered, we pull together even closer and we communicate with each other with love. Please do affirm down below. I trust that my end exists and I know that my mirror soul loves me as deeply as I love them. Reach out to me if you need me. I love you so much. Have an amazing day. I'll talk to you guys soon.
Nothing can come, nothing can come, nothing can come between us.